Can you imagine if Luke walked in on Paul shagging this? Funny. I still think though, if I was to make love to Cutter, and he would be making love, I just want to be clear. I've had a few DMs over the years, people sliding in thinking they can guess some of this, but you can't have this. You can't have this. You can't have this. You can't have this. None of this. Make me feel funny when you come. I can make it breathe. Can you say, hello, phenomenon?
Hello, phenomenon.
I don't want to be accused of like objectifying someone, but I can't stop thinking about fucking Cutter. Fuck me! How many things have I got over here? We won!
Oh yes.
I know it's a
Guy Fieri. They crashed.
Not one of them. The other one's running for me. Fucking hell, Taff.
Nice.
It's fun to be a twat sometimes. Oh! Gotcha. Lower than a 2. Lower than a 2, Les. You want to go lower than a 2? Higher. It was lower! Fuck you, Les Dennis! Fuck you, Les Dennis! I killed wasps! I killed wasps! You should see the tan lines. I don't know if I can really show it on. Oh, we got a glimpse of a nipple then. Nip watch too. let's just move this over. I do enjoy DVD. When I'm playing with Nona.
Wow.
Sturdy ring. I do have a sturdy ring now. I didn't used to have a sturdy ring, but luckily, ever since I had my butt surgery, I now have a sturdy ring. Oh! Dropped it. Dropped it. Can you show your muscles? Roar. 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 Do this one. Roar. Up in the air. Roar. Fucking dukes on this lad. I will drop every single pallet. But I the only thing that upsets me about Optimus Prime is will they have the noise? And I was just about to do a noise of the noise, and I don't know now whether to do the noise because I'm gonna be upset if my noise doesn't sound like the noise. Come on. That sounds like okay. What's up, guys? It's time to do a rhyme. Yeah, that's right. It's Taff Rap time. So
So come on, Top, give us a little rap. Will it be good or will it be crap?
Sometimes in the evening I get...
Tough. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Ah! There's a raid! There's a raid!
You would recognize I come poorly recommended and I'm weatherized, unprotected like a child that's been left behind. Came so many miles, the conductor just let him ride. It's easier than trying to find my point of origin. Standing in the warm summer rain on your doorstep, stranded in the wrong place, naked and exhausted. You took me in and made me your guest. I try to write the symbols of my name, but it's pointless. My language is strange. I point and make noises, struggle to relate and placate the voices. Stare up into space like I'm waiting on my orders. I'm not connected to your network.
Sorry about that. Hello. Just been watching Pip while sellotaping bits of paper to the thing.
Oh my god, you'll not believe who's just followed us. this person.
Gotta close the door because it's noisy. I need to sit down now as well, so we need to put the... Literally just spent like... Can you make sure B doesn't get that silenced? I need that not silenced on Twitch. Sitting behind that for 30 minutes. Hello Raiders. Thank you Pip. That song playing really confused my head a little. I was going through, I genuinely, right? I know.
New follower, question for you. What's the best thing that's happened to you this month?
By A3, what's the best thing?
Discovering this stream?
I'm going to go back and read
That
all
is
the stuff
now
that people are saying in chat in a sec. But I just want to show, I genuinely, since the show, I've been listening to B's music. I've been like, oh shit, like I'm actually into B. And not just in that way. We did almost kiss. But that was in Manchester. We'd moved on. By the time we got to London, everyone was all about Cutter then. So I'd fucked getting the kiss at that point. The entrance was, Pip mentioned the other day, like, oh, a Shopmaster entrance. And so I thought like, oh, I'll do this. This is for Pip. He's fucking good. Everyone knows this now. So I got the CD. Tour exclusives. Hopefully everyone got it. £10 on the tour. If you didn't get it, there's probably ways you can get stuff. B's Patreon. Let's get a link to B's Patreon. That's got stuff. CD was free inside if you carried a box. Yeah, we'll get to that, David. You're jumping ahead in the. I've got that to say. That's a story, David. It's one of my stories. Right, I'm scrolling up on chat now. Oh shit, I can't scroll far enough to see the start. Wasps, hello. Hooves, hello. Wolfie, hello. Div, hello. Div, I think you raided into Pip and delayed it. Emily, hello. Hereford, hello. Delta me. Wasps. K-Torrential with the OMG. I can see the moment where things happened. Ad with here we go. Willow with an A. Addy with a come on. Walls got first. Boots with a here we go. Woodfolk music with the tension. But where's Taff? Humble John, yes. Domella, hello. Domella, thank you for the sub. Love meeting you last night. Domella was one of the first people that I met. I went back to my hotel because I was like, oh, it's a bit much, and I needed to talk to my wife because my kid had done something crazy. And And as I was walking back to the venue, I saw someone, and I was like, you know when you see someone and you're like, that's so-and-so, and then you're like, I'm not 100% sure because I'm bad with faces anyway, and I'm not 100% sure that's definitely Domella. And I waved, and Domella looked at me like, who the heck are you waving at me? Which then panicked me because I thought, Domella knows what I look like for sure. So like I was totally, and then when I got nearer, Domella was like, hello, and I was like, oh, fucking thank God. Annie, hello. Free Coli, K Torrential, yeah, Horrible David, I know this guy. You fucking know this guy. M don't know, hello. M, I saw the No family are in Preston. This guy's gonna be in Preston. This guy's gonna be in Preston. I'm coming along. I'll probably I need to work out what I'm doing. Woodfolk, hello. Paul, you were in earlier, but I think your messages got lost. Fluffy, hello. Booch, Hooves, Fraz, won this car. Free Cole, Sparkle, Wolfie. Beth with an oh my god. Ad with the holy shit. His ponies. Cleverly positioned dog bed. I thought the dog bed's in a position where it looks like it could have been there. Made sure to take the dog treats out of the bed as well. Cutter, Rhinoceros, Dr. Muley, Andy Mulligan got the clip. Tild! Hello! Booch, Emily. Yes. Fucking hell, I'm so far up. Elbow Baggins, hello. Nona nearly had to get an ambulance on standby. VT, oh my god, it's that BigTaffMan. VT, fucking don't you start. Llama, the advanced knee protection, yeah. So yeah, ad knows. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that clip though. Can I indulge myself for a second? A little bit of indulging as a treat. Shut up, background music. Little bit of indulging as a treat. Did it go well? Oh, it's good. It's good. Yes. You'll see. I went. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna have to show a really. It was WCW, wasn't it? A really short clip, but there was a famous clip of the Shockmaster, which I'm gonna have to show so little of this. This is so long, but this was a guy you might know as Tugboat from the WWF. He was Typhoon as well. But yeah, here you go. So they had him wear this stormtrooper mask, and he was supposed to burst through a wall, and they didn't tell him there was a little thing that he was supposed to step over. So he made his big debut.
The Shock Master! Alright! The Shock Master! I told you.
He literally fell over, and his helmet fell off. And the best bit is, I don't think it'll be on this video, because this is a proper one, but you hear Davey Boy Smith go, "You fucking fell over." That's my shit. Or you fucked it. You fucked it. Anyway. So I wanted to fall over here. So I put the blocks so I would fall over. Oh, look at that face. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. He knows he did it right. Right, okay. Let's back to just chatting. I'm still well behind. Div, hello. Beth, I love you too. Emily, yeah, I did have to go back and close the door. Tank, that's how you start a stream. We've been trying to start the streams lately. I feel like I need to take advantage of the space. So we've been trying to start the streams. Carla, I know this guy. Oh, look, it's Carla, who could have been from the shots. Could have been from the shots. Humble John. Hello, Biscuit Maker, Heather, hello, Div. Thank you. So many hugs. It's freaking good. He is fucking good. He's fucking amazing, B. Like, that was the nice thing about it, is like being at the back. But we're going to talk about this. CD was free, yeah. David, that's fine. Emily, yes. Llama, that's a banner. You fucking... I got to tell you about something Sparkle said to me. I'm breaking all the...
New friend. Oh, okay, new person. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Well. Look who's turned up. Snakehead. We'll talk about that in a sec. Snakehead. Hello. Wolfie. If there's anyone I've not said hello to, Cutter VIPs don't carry boxes. Cutter was like really, really funny about the boxes. By the link. There's the link. There's the link to B's Patreon. Thank you. I was trying to look for it, but then I got distracted by thinking about myself. Is everything I'd ever dreamed of getting to carry a box? Yep. I thought you saw me spit my gum. Did you? Sorry, Domella. Right, blah, 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 blah. Les Dennis, right, fucking Les Dennis called me a keyboard warrior before the thing, and it was in my head the whole time. So I'm walking into every room. Like, give us a slow-mo. This is going to really fuck up B's edibles, though. Listening to himself on 0.25 speed. You can probably tell, like, there's a big corridor there. I took a run and a kind of almost slide-in jump. Look at that. There's a jump. So happy with himself. So happy with himself. So happy with himself, but so deranged. Literally didn't think it was live. No, it's live. It's live. We do things live here. We don't pre-record stuff like Pip. That'd be too clever. It's one take and it goes wrong. Right, the chat has gone to 0.25 speed. I just did it. Could have ended badly. Lovely knee skid like a child on a wedding dance floor. Love that, Rhinoceros. Everyone keep talking nonsense. Make it fucking... Can't believe I missed the shots. Can't believe you missed the shots. I've met this man. He's so real. I've met Funkle. This guy's never catching up and we can make that so... Fuck! Delta me. He's done it. Are we making chats do lots? Wait, he got the follow. Oh, wait there. This is the follow. So, Florence... we'll talk about Florence later. Florence, did you notice what I did? We're talking about lost stuff in a sec. We'll talk about that in a sec! I don't remember any of it. Is Play Kid making notes? No. We'll talk about this in a sec. We'll talk about this in a sec. Please stop, you freaking has been. It was almost stream done. Keep talking because now I have the fear about what I said. Do you know what you said, Spark? No, we'll save the Sparkle Muffin. Did you follow Florence? Did I follow Florence? No, what I did is I gifted a sub to Florence at breakfast this morning. I gifted a sub to Florence at breakfast this morning. In front of Humble John. I showed Humble John my phone. I said, Humble John, I'm going to do something here. Look at this, Humble John. And I held my phone like this. And I said, don't tell Florence. And Florence went, what's he done, John? What's he done? Florence was fuming. What's he done, John? What's he done? What's he done? Tell me now, John. And John went, no. Because that guy's my man. Just a month. I just want to make clear though, follow who you want. Don't follow who you want. Like, if this stream doesn't become your vibe anymore, unfollow. It's all right. It's for charity. This hair's awful today. The hair's awful. Right. Where should we start? Should I just talk you through my day? It's a wonderful charity. Sparkle suggested the charity. Has talked about the effect it's had on their family. So yeah, I always say if you want to suggest a charity, we've got a couple of suggestions in the pipeline. Quite a busy few months. We got everything planned out with the charities that we're going to be supporting until like I think about April or May of next year. Lucky enough to be working with a bunch of charities. For anyone who doesn't know, from Pip's side, every single penny this stream makes goes to charity. That's bits, subs, anything like that. If you don't, no obligation to drop bits, no obligation to sub, anything like that. If you want to make a contribution, you can. There's a charity link. Someone will do !charity because my stream deck's broken at the moment because I got to re-log into everything. There you go. We're supporting the Motor Neuron Disease Association. So you can donate directly. That money is just given.
We've got a subscription.
So it goes direct through Free Colai. Thank you for the sub. John Hatfield, thank you for the gift to Walls.
Oh, look at this! A sub!
Walls did promise at breakfast this morning that he would sub, so that's Walls let me down. This is the kind of stuff that I say that I shouldn't say.
I was a clown.
This is what I say
guy?
that I shouldn't say. Just bought Walls and orange juice for no fucking reason. Just promised he'd sub to me. Shouldn't say that.
Hey!
Thank you.
Gift sub?
Right.
For me?
Ad, thank you.
Thank you.
Elbow Baggins 182. Elbow Baggins, are you named for Blink 182?
You're in the prime of your life, subbing to a prime
Look.
streamer.
I don't know if
Prime.
this will work.
You're in the prime of your
Look, these are above.
Hello, new follower. Question for you.
Look,
Which
they-
animal
they
is
blink.
your favorite?
You love the shirt. Look, I'm trying to rotate this. Shit. Don't worry, I'm just doing this. This is more important than anything else right now. These are above the desk here. Look, there's my hand. I went to see them in New York on the right and in thingy on the left. What is it? Elmont, Long Island. There I am. And they cancelled their recent gigs, didn't they? It's a fucking nightmare. UK show's not looking good. I know. I don't know anything more than I know Travis had a family thing. I haven't read anything else about it. Very jealous. They look awesome. They're doing a thing on the tour where they release 50 special prints. What, have you missed this, Funkle? They cancelled their Glasgow shows and stuff because Travis had to go back to the US. Then you'll miss him. Thank you for the bits, Willow. And also, fucking... Right, I'm going to talk about my day, right? If anyone wants to come on and have a chat about their day, like, let me know. We're just going to have a chill. This is probably not going to be... There's not going to really be any gaming tonight. There's not really going to be anything going on. So, if you want to watch some gaming, there's probably some other streamers and something on. You know, go check out that. We're just going to have a little chat, and then I'm probably going to finish a lot earlier than we normally would. Yeah. I was pretty upfront about the fact that I was dead nervous about coming down. Fall Guys chat and chill. Maybe in a bit. I was nervous. The thing is, a lot of the times with these things is something... There's usually when there's a meetup, there's some kind of drama, and it's not always like a big drama or a little drama or a medium drama. It's like it can just be random stuff that you don't even realize it's happened. So like I've been quite careful. Like today, I've been going like I don't want to say like too much of it was all good because I'm like, oh shit, am I gonna find out later that something happened that was bad? From my side of it, everything was amazing. But I was really nervous of coming down. I made the excuse to go to Forbidden Planet when I got the train down because I was like, I know these people are cool, but it's very stressful to think that I'm gonna have to spend like, you know, potentially like 5 hours with people. I'd actually, Beth, who's Precious Rogue in chat, she'd said she was going to come down. So, I was like, oh, fuck it. This is class, because if Beth's there, I've got to kind of out that if it gets a bit much, I can go, Beth, can we go outside a bit? and then I've got an out that isn't taking anyone else away from stuff and everything. And yeah, I was like, it'll just be safe. And like, it wasn't a reflection of anyone, because I knew there were certain people that I'd be like, you know, really easy to like grab, and like there were a few people I'd sent a message to saying, if you need to grab someone, you can grab me. So I knew there was like mutual people who might need a moment. So yeah. We Beth then didn't turn up. Beth said she was going to be late. When I arrived, like, I was getting messages from people saying like, oh, are you coming soon? Where are you? And I was like, oh no, God, like, you know, am I upsetting people because I'm late? Like, I went to Forbidden Planet because I was like, it's just a way to me to get out of doing stuff for a little bit. And plus, I always go to Forbidden Planet when I go to London. It's just like a little thing that I do, so it's quite nice. But yeah, I went over to there, and then I came to the train station, and I was getting messages from people saying, where are you? And David and Emily and Wasps in particular were messaging. And I messaged to say like, oh, I'm going to be like, I'm here. I'm going to be at like this place. I'm going to be at Hackney in like 10 minutes. And then I get off the train, and I'm like, right, go in the hotel. Take a moment, because I needed to phone my wife, because it turns out that my wife had got a message. We'd got a message from the nursery in the day to say our kid had basically been playing with another kid in a corner of the like outside bit, and the kid had taken the toy off our boy Jack, taken a toy off Jack, and Jack had wanted it back, and the kid wouldn't give it back. So Jack picked up a stone and hit him around the head. I was like, fucking hell. So I immediately rang the wife when I saw that, and I was like, oh shit, like I need to like, he's 2, by the way. He's 2. I was like, fucking hell. So she was like, I'm gonna have picked him up. And then as I'm on the underground, she messaged me to say, oh, I've spoken to the nursery, just ring me when you're at the hotel. So as I was coming off the thing, I was all a bag of nerves then as well with that. I started walking down like from Hackney, and as I walk from a distance, I see this beautiful pink hair, and I'm like, fucking hell, is that who I think it is? And it was Horrible David. And next to him was Emily, who also had pink hair. So it was really, really nice. David then put his hat on and kept his hat on for the rest of the night. So not many people got to see David's pink hair. But yeah, beautiful, long, flowing pink locks. And I saw them, and I was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? To come in to collect me? And they were like, oh, we thought you might want, collecting from the train station. And I was like, oh, but I've got to ring my wife now. And then who do I see? Scroobius Pip walking towards us. And I went, Pip! And he turned around and he went, oh, hello, mate. And so we had a hug. Was that my Pip? That wasn't a Pip impression. That was me just saying what he said. I can't stress enough, I did not try and do a Pip impression then. That was just me saying what he said. He was like, hello, mate. So we gave him a hug, and he was like, oh, we're just getting stuff out the van. And I was like, no worries. So Pip went off. No, don't fucking clip that. Hopefully, I think you've left the clip too late. I don't think the clip, That wasn't an impression. Scroobius Pip walking towards us. And I went, Pip! And he turned around and he went, oh, hello, mate. And so we... Cut me out a bit. Cut me out a bit. And he turned around and he went, oh, hello, mate. And that was not a Pip impression. So... Pip's always lurking. So we left Pip and then we were talking and I was like, I need to go to the hotel and do this. I need to call my wife. And then David was like, oh, just so you know, everyone's there. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Because if I go past everyone, I'm going to have to like talk to people. And I want to just call my wife a sec. So as we stood there talking, Serious Dave goes, do you want to take a box? Serious Dave. Why have I called him Serious Dave? He says, do you want to take a box? So we were like, well, I'll take a box. And then I had to take a really big box and everyone else had little boxes, which was bullshit. I had like a big box of t-shirts. Emily had a little box of like things. And then Cudder comes over. So Cudder notices us, comes walking over. My first impression of Cudder was like, Cudder's stacked. And he goes, oh, hello there. So it's kind of Jamaican. So Cudder goes, hey. And I'm like, Cudder, I can't give you a hug. I'm carrying a box. And Cudder's like, I can just hug you. And just like starts hugging me and the box. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? This is payback. and yeah. So I'm like, you can't do that. And then David goes, yeah, Cudder, you can't go be doing that. And Emily went, oh no, you can't be giving him a cuddle while he's carrying the box. And I was like, yeah, see, Cudder. So then we carried the box. We carried the box into the venue. Luckily, we didn't see anyone else. There was a weird guy stood by some traffic lights. They just had a sign that said TAF on it. He was wearing a vest, very, very hairy. He was wearing a sign that said TAF with a little heart underneath it. I said to Emily, let's just ignore him. Let's just ignore him and just not even like look at him. And Emily was like, oh. So yeah, we went inside. We put the boxes down. We got offered CDs for free. But we got offered CDs and it was like, have you got this already? And I was like, yeah, I've got that already. And David and Emily were like, I haven't got it. And so gave them a CD. I didn't get a CD because I already had one. I would have taken a second CD to give to a friend. That CD was worth it. It could a tenner to carry the box up. That's you giving them away. To carry one box, a tenner. That's 20 quid that you lost out on there, B. So yeah, we went downstairs then, and I went back to the hotel. I went back to the hotel and I was like, I phoned my wife and I was like, oh yeah. I also put the fan on and I took my shirt off at this time. She flees to fire day. I took my shirt off and I put it over the fan because at this point I was so sweaty. I will say as well, like, there's a lot of people who hugged me in the course of the night. If there's people going, oh, Taff was a bit sweaty, I don't mind you saying that because I was very, very sweaty. And I did try and warn anyone whenever they went to hug me. I was like, I'm really sweaty, just so you know. I'm really fucking hot and I'm really sweaty. So anyone who did hug me did of their own accord. So everyone was sweaty. Missed everything because of being sweaty. Was dripping. Didn't mind I bottled the sweat. If you make a little thing, Carla, I once backed a thing on Kickstarter where it was a little box, right? A little box, and you clipped it to your t-shirt like round here, and it was like a fan that blew under your t-shirt. So it was designed to blow up your t-shirt, to like keep you cool by making the air underneath your t-shirt colder. And I was like, this is really fucking good. I have no clue where I've got that now. I used it once and I was like, this is actually quite all right. The BO wafter. Well, no, because it circulates colder air underneath the t-shirt, which then makes it cooler under there. Second-hand fanning. It took me ages to realize who Carla was. I saw Carla several times with like a Carla, and I'll be honest, I saw Pip do the Pip went through the group selfie of like everyone and named everyone. I'm not gonna do that because I'll miss people out and I'll feel bad about it. Does the t-shirt not inflate? No, it's just blowing up in the one corner. Can get them on Amazon. Yeah, but they're probably dodgy. I'm not going to do it because I'll upset someone and I don't want to upset anyone. There were just a few people who, even, I'll tell you, right, for a while I was like, when Fluffy changed, I was like, is that still Fluffy? Or is that someone else? Do more voices? Okay, I'll do more voices. I haven't bumped into anyone else yet. So I go back to the hotel and I was getting messages from David again going, hey, you come back. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm just like, I'm having a moment. I'm cooling down. So I come back and I'm walking down the street and I see a vision and my heart skipped a beat. And as it did, I thought, shit, that's Domella. And so I waved and am I going to do a Domella impression? I waved and Domella just looked at me. And I thought, shit, is that not Domella? Like, is that not Domella? Is that not Domella? Is that someone else? Have I got confused? And Domella, who famously, which state are you from again, Domella? Because I'm leaning towards giving you a Texan accent. New Jersey. See, I'm just so off. I just wanted to do a Texan accent, to be honest. So off. There was a brief period where my brother was flirting with Domella. Who wasn't flirting with Domella? Come on, let's be serious. So Domella, like, I waved, and then Domella like looked at me, and then Domella said, "Yeehaw, cowboy." Where you mosey on down to, partner? I was like, oh, hello, Domella. And Domella introduced me to her sister, who was lovely. just do the Texas impression anyway. That's what I went with. And then I walked in. I want to be clear. Where y'all headed? You want to take in a show? Hooves, at one point, Hooves, I got a message from David saying, this is while I was at the hotel, David sent a message to me saying, there's a big fan of Quiet City here. And I was like, there's a big fan of Quiet City here. And I was like, has Hooves just turned up? Like, who's come? Who's a big fan of Quiet City? And I was like, is he the Hooves? What if it's Diet Punk? And I'll tell you now, Tild. I got to the venue and I was like, who's the Quiet City fan? And they were like, Tild. I was like, really? And they were like, yeah. They were like, go and do your Ralph accent around her. Go and do your Ralph accent around her. And I was like, really? And David and Emily were going, yeah, we were doing our Kennedy and Violet voices and Tild was loving it. I was like, really? So should I just go up and be like, oh, geez, should I like just go near at the bar, just like not say anything and just be like, could I have a strongbow? And when they say, oh, we got no strongbows, sorry, mate, I'll go, geez, just see if there was any reaction. And then you weren't even bothered when I talked to you. You didn't even mention Quiet City, so I was like, it was probably just a fan of Kennedy and Violet instead. So, I told her, fucking, what's going on with Domella and Booches? So I walk in. Who did I see first? I think I saw David and Emily. So I was like, I'll head towards them because that's safe. Didn't get much of a chance to chat. Yeah, it was hard to get a chance to chat. So I walk in and I see like David and Emily, and I think they were on a table with like, I think Ad and Llama and stuff were like talking to other people when I walked in, and I was like, it's a bit intimidating, like Ad and Llama. So I was listening from nearby, and I could hear what they were talking about. And Ad was going, well, the conversation between Ad and Llama went something like this. They were just laughing a lot. No, right, okay. First person I saw Fluffy Pink Blonde. And Fluffy looked amazing. And I was like, I can't talk to Fluffy because I'm like already like I'm like, oh my god, look at Fluffy. Fluffy looks fucking amazing. What am I supposed to do? I can't talk to someone who looks like that cool. I'm already intimidated. I need someone who's more on my level. So I was looking for like someone like Funkle Albert who's a little bit less cool that I can talk to.
Hello, BigTaffMan. It's Sean Williamson here, formerly Barry.
And while I'm looking for Funkle, I see I hear Ad and Llama talking, and Ad is going. Yeah, I'm Ad, and I run the Pod Bible. And Llama was going. Yeah, bruv. Yeah, bruv, I already know that, geezer. I was like, fucking hell, Llama sounds like a lot tougher than I expected. And Ad was like, yes, I'm not doing impressions. That's the end of the impressions. Right. And then, no, so like, I just think we just started talking. I think it's really interesting as well that like, I think when I got there, I don't think like I even bothered to like take a picture. Like, I didn't even like take any pictures at all. Cause I was like, it was just nice, like being around everyone. And it was so exciting to like have everyone around. And I was talking to people and, Sparkle, Cutter was on it straight away. Cutter was very excited. I was very indecisive about what I was gonna eat, so I didn't eat anything. I didn't eat anything because I got too like worried. And then we were just all chatting, and then you'd like end up just chatting to other people, and then you'd end up like the kind of groups were like the groups inside were like kind of like you kind of like all like moving around occasionally. It felt like it was almost like a weird game of musical chairs where like where like everyone was kind of like yeah, like a lava lamp. But it did feel like that. Like you'd end up like talking to a couple of people, and then like next thing you know, someone else would join, and then you'd like join another little group, and then someone from there drift off, and someone. So it was like Tank. I actually don't even think I met Tank, or if I did, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, Tank. And then Captain Moves came up, and he said, no, Booch though, as I'd walked in, I'd seen Booch outside, and I was like, right, Booch is outside, but I need to go and Booch, I got a hug with Booch, and Booch was like, oh, come and how you doing? I was like, oh, it's my DM, I need to have a roll of the dice, and he was like, I was like, I need to go and say hello to Wasp though, because I felt a bit bad that I ignored Wasp's thing. So then when I saw Wasps, I think there was a whole conversation about like I was trying to persuade Wasps to stay, but I didn't realize the Wasps had genuine reasons for going, which did backfire for me because it made me look like a bit of a dick. So I was telling Wasp that I loved how astute he was, and I said that I felt like together we would be like Velcro, because I'm like quite I'm quite hairy, but it's quite fair, thin hair, whereas Wasps is a bit more like a meatier hair. And I said, like, I think if we rubbed together, it'd be like Velcro, and you wouldn't be able to tear us apart. And then and you'd have to send Les in to get us apart. God, there was another hairy boy there. Hey, look, no body shaming here at all. Wasp looks like a cook in the sea. Sorry, bit of a cough. Was there news tonight? There was no news tonight because Wasp was not feeling so up for it. But yeah, we just like kind of chilled out, and then Beth came, and it was really nice having Beth there. It's the first time I've met Beth, Precious Rogue. So she was like, oh, hello, Taff. It's so nice to see you here. Have you got a glass of the finest white wine here? I was like, just have a beer or something. But she was very posh. I was worried, like, was I in like the corner with Ad and Beth? Did it get a bit Tory in that corner? Was what I was a bit worried about. So it was all right though. We kept it real by keeping me in there. So yeah. And over the other side I could just hear, I used to work for Twitch, right? And I know all the stuff about Twitch. If you want to know anything about Twitch, come to me. I didn't know who that was who was talking about that. She's old money, you new money. Exactly, Blaketown. You want to know anything about Twitch? Come to me. I know all about it. What's that? Don't know who it was. They were doing all hand movements as well. Llama and Kudda got called up for their VIP, so I don't know how that went. For legal reasons, this didn't happen. Well, we can't say. Carla, I don't know who it was. I didn't know who it was who said that, but I definitely heard it. But I don't know who it was. Could have been Sparkle Muffin. Could have been Sparkle Muffin. Got very drunk, and it was my fault. It was shit. The VIP. Bet you can do a B impression. Well, I hadn't seen B at this point, so we go upstairs because they'd come around and Pip came around and was like, "Oh, you know, I think it's starting soon, guys. You want to come up?" I was like, I knew I definitely wanted to see Myth because Myth was amazing in Manchester, and I was like, oh, fuck, I really want to see Myth. You said ask the big man and nodded at John Hatfield. So yeah, they Pip came around and like kind of told everyone to go upstairs. So we went up, and like we walked in, and I was like, as we walked in, I think I turned to Beth and went like, oh, this is like, Myth is amazing. And as soon as Myth started, like, if you've not seen their stuff, like, it's fucking, like, I've never, like, I think I said to B straight after the Manchester gig, I was like, Myth was so good. Like, the whole thing of it was like, so, like, I've never really listened to slam poetry, but I was like, this is fucking got me. And like, I want to go to like some things like this more and see more of this. Like, I don't know if it was just Myth or whether it was just the entire thing of it, but I was like, this is fucking so cool. And as soon as the Myth started talking, I was like, oh shit, I just realized this is going to super affect Beth. And immediately I could feel like Beth go in seconds. And so I like grabbed her hand, and I'll admit, like, I was a little bit worried. Like, I was like, oh shit, I hope no one sees me like grabbing Beth's hand, or like, I think we ended up hugging halfway through, and like, I was just proper hugging Beth like into me. And I was like, oh fucking, I've just realized for a sec that I don't know anyone here that well. And if anyone here is suddenly like, there was a whole thing in wrestling once where some people in wrestling community people kind of in or out of the wrestling community started a rumor that me and Rach were going to shows to find someone to have a threesome with. Which, hey, if we were, that's okay, but we weren't. And I was like, immediately I was like, oh no, I hope no one like sees me like hugging Beth or holding Beth's hand and stuff and thinks anything weird is going on. Because like, I would have done this like fucking for Les. I would have done it for Les, John, Booch, Tank, probably not Tank, because don't know you so well. But but no, I was like, there was part of me that was immediately like, oh shit, like, I hope no one like gets the wrong impression. But then I was like, fuck, who are you round? Like, even if someone does, like, there's going to be, everyone else is going to be like, don't be so fucking stupid. Rage gets the couch chair. Hey, look, it will be me and Wasps in the bed while Rage is on the couch chair. I did say to Wasps at one point, I was like, shall I message my wife and check if I can cheat on her with you? And Wasp wouldn't let me. So I think then Beth sat at the back with Llama, and I let them have, because I was straight away, I was like, Beth and Llama will get on. I'll let them have their moment. And I know they'll reflect on things in a way that I wouldn't, that I will be different to the way that the words affected me. And I can't say enough positive about Myth. And I hope I'm okay in saying Mythico. because it's just I didn't want to say the whole thing wrong and I could remember the start. But yeah, Mythical was amazing. I was like, and I knew they were going to be amazing because I'd seen them before and I was like, this is going to be so fucking good. And yeah, like I knew everyone around was going to be like, fuck afterwards as well. So it was quite nice because like I was like, fuck, because but I knew that was coming. But yeah, like having everyone around is like, yeah. And yeah, and then Llama jumped up because Llama wanted to go to the front for when B came out. And so I sat on the floor with Beth at the back. And Beth was like, go and like do your thing. I just want to sit on the floor for a bit. And I was like, fuck that. I'd sit on the floor with you. I've seen this show. I know what B's going to do. He's gonna play that little bit of music at the start and then say, no, we don't do it like that anymore. I know what's coming. I've seen this. So... Best mod is ironically you do best mod tank because that brings me on to what Sparkle says to me. So we sat at the back and I think Fluffy came and dropped their bag down. And then I think Sparkle and Div were chucking their bags by us as well. I was like, we're the bag people now. And then yeah, we just like chilled and enjoyed it. Like we ended up getting up halfway through and like just having a bit of a... I didn't mean it like... No, I know you didn't. I literally would have... I would have come and moved I would have made sure your bags were okay if I was... But he booched in until the half floor. I missed that he said that he booched it. I missed that he said he booched it. I missed a lot of the stuff that like people have said. I missed the shout out to Llama. I was there for... So B comes out on stage. A B says... B comes out on his stage and he's... These impressions are being preceded by me laughing for ages and then it not being that funny. I'm laughing at the fact that I tensed myself to go low because I'm quite high. Built it up too much. B came out on stage. He was like, it was like, yo, what's up, Manchester, London, what's up, London? Yeah, can we get a hell yeah over here? Yeah. Yeah. Well, how we doing? Hackney? Say I'm in the room. We don't do things that way anymore, dude. There was the old way, man. Yeah. Where's... There's been so much laughter from me on this stream. At least I've enjoyed it. This is why Florence Lucy never followed. So then yeah. And it got to like I remember I went to the toilet, and when I went to the toilet I was like, I'm gonna go into a cubicle to pee. because I don't want to be peeing and someone walk in. I'm gonna have to go into a cubicle. I can't take it if I'm having a pee, and what if Ad walks in and me and Ad are going to pee next to each other? There'll be too much tension. I'll suddenly be peeing up. So I was like, I'm gonna go in the cubicle to pee, and when I came back out, it was piss mates. It's when I realised Ad had put a cup in the urinal first. Was peeing into it. And he went, I'll pop that in the swimming pool later when it's cooled down. And I was like, shit. So I went for a pee, and when I came back, people would still watch. When I came back, I was coming up the stairs and I could hear "Which Side Are You On?" which has become one of it's become one of my favorite B tracks as well. I was like, fucking yes. Only person I did hear that you and Cutter held hands while at the urinals, but I didn't want to tell that story. That was one of the things that the Twitch after dark, I was told that Ad and Cutter went to the toilet together and they held hands. So I haven't got a problem with them holding hands, but they held hands at the urinal was the story I was told. But yeah, they defo did. I was told it by several people. That was one of the rumors that went round. They held hands at the urinal, and there was a window so you could see in, as people said, which side at the end of the piss stories. Which side are you on? Yes, the soft hands. Booch, that's brilliant. I can imagine Cutter's happy little smile. So I came back and I could hear that, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm not sitting back down now. I'm gonna have a bit of a dance. And at this point, Sparkle and Div had come near the back as well. Or no, Sparkle was at the back and Div I think was further up. I think it was just Sparkle at the back. And so Sparkle was dancing next to me, and I was like, I'm gonna have a little dance now. So I was having a little dance, and it was quite nice where I was, because I don't know if you saw the picture I posted. But let me pull up the old Instagram. But the picture I posted, I was really I had a really nice view. Oh, fucking hell. Don't do this to me. Just clicking allow cookies, it's just ashamed of myself. I just clocked that everyone was seeing me dancing. I don't think anyone was particularly looking at anyone else who was dancing. Everyone was just annoying and enjoying their own dancing. But this was my view. So I think I had a mint view of everything that was going on. I really like this picture because B's doing this as well. And I feel like that's a good wrapping hand pose. It's a good wrapping hand pose there. I had a couple of shots of B, and I was like, no, I'll use that one because it's quite a good. Me and Moss, I could see Ad, and I could see Ad enjoying it. Ad was over a bit more to my right. Pip was I can tell you the exact pillar. I know Pip talked about the pillar that Pip was on. I could see Pip when Pip said he was rapping along to B's tracks. I can confirm that I saw Pip rapping along. I was really enjoying being able to see everyone, and then yeah, when I started dancing. Sparkle was dancing next to me. Beth then gets up and starts dancing. We were just fucking getting down at the back. It was there was a party going on the back. I know there was probably a party going on the front, but I tell you what, it was me, Beth, and Sparkle dancing at the back. Fucking, there was a lot going on back there. I was like, yes, this is the zone here. Couldn't dance with wings in the crowd ever by the merch table. But it was like amazing. And then there was a bit where I think it was the Holy Spirit Activate song. And when the Holy Spirit like hit, you felt like the Twitch portion of the crowd like go up. You could feel it in the room. You could feel like the Twitch portion go, yes. And there was a bit where like, was it the encore? I did booby a few times. I did a comedy boo from the back. That was just for sparkle. There was some comedy boos at the back. Whenever B was talking, I did a little boo. A little boo just for everyone nearby. Missed that. But when there was a Holy Spirit Activate chant, and you could see, right? If I showed you the picture again, you could see like there was clearly a triangle. It wasn't like a half. It was like, I feel like if we go back to the picture, like you could almost like go from here to like there, and like all of this triangle over this side was like the Twitch lot. And you could feel the Twitch energy coming from that corner. It was amazing. This ain't boo or boo Dolan. But like, yeah, there was a whole bit where like the confusion with like everyone started chanting Holy Spirit Activate, and like fucking just like I've not been like I haven't been to many gigs the last few years, and like the only gigs I've been to this year was seeing Blink, who was like one of my all-time favorite bands. But like that, the last like half of the gig, like I don't know if I felt an energy like that, and especially like into like when Pip got on stage and Pip said to everyone, move up, and we pushed from the back, and we were still at the back, but everyone was in closer, and Pip was down on the floor and everything. I just like, if you could bottle that and just go, you can just have a hit of that. You can just have a hit of that for a moment. I just don't feel like I felt like that. And I know, like, I don't want that to seem like I'm just saying that was just for Pip's bit at the end. Like, that was the whole gig. That was like everything that B was doing was like fucking, and that was just like, it was like B had been edging us. B had been edging us, and Pip just went, fucking let it out, everyone. Got proper lost in the gig, and then when the Twitch show, you could feel the excitement. Like, you could feel the excitement of like the Twitch lot going like, shit, Pip's getting on stage. And then you could also feel the excitement of the music part going, shit, Pip's getting on stage. You could feel like the different but the same of, oh, that's Pip. We know Pip. And then there was, shit, it's fucking Pip. Just found out to take the money shot, then bounce. And yeah, I don't want to, I legit have like, I've been really, the whole journey like down to London, I was listening to B stuff. I was thinking just in case there's a chance that, you know, he needs someone to step up on stage and do a little bit for him, I'll be there just in case he needs it. He decided to get Pip on stage instead, which is all right. I get it. I get that he wanted Pip up on stage. They've got history and stuff, but I just thought I'd be ready if need be. So, you know, if you need me to do something in Preston, B, I'm coming to Preston just in case you need something. So if you need me to learn anything by tomorrow night, B, just let me know. Just let me know. Thought I'd get the best mate song, or at least fruit salad, yummy yummy. I thought we were gonna get Ad's World Cup song. There was a moment at the end of the gig when Ad snuck up on stage and leant in to pick up the mic, and then went, no, Learn how to do an American accent, motherfucker. Do the impression of Beacon, take out the knife. Should have best mate. Can you imagine the crowd if it would have really like brought Pip and B down though ad when they see the pop that you got for doing best mates, it would have like ruined their night. They just come off stage to all that and then you just get up as the I can't believe that we're all here together at the same time. We are best mates now. Best mates has made me cry. Yeah. And then came the stuff afterwards. It was like I remember thinking like, I know people have to go. So we'll talk about it in the next set. You know I'm there for the next set. So if that doesn't happen, if you put the next tour, can you put like ads coming on the road? Well, can we do like a Twitch tour? Can we like all put our stuff together and like I'll come on and do what's in the box. What's in the box, Taff? Taff on standby in case be Dolan quiet quits. Beth can tell you, like, I don't know if Beth's still here. Beth was saying they were gonna stream at some point. Come to Jamaica, come to Dubai. I was all over that. Come to Jamaica, come to Dubai. I was quiet quit. I hit all the quits, even though we were on the floor and we couldn't see you. I still hit all the quits because I've been listening. I've been studying. So that was very much all over it. Yeah. When you arranged Kai in a box, we assumed you were doing a What's in the Box live. Can you imagine, like, if that was the show? We just did a Twitch show. Maybe that's what we do next time. We just do like a Twitch show where we all have like 20 minutes each. We all have 20 minutes each. I'll happily open. I'll be the if you can't main event, you want to be in the opener. Live stream. Bring a Rubik's Cube. I got a Rubik's Cube right here. Probably Dolan's audience. No, because it would be our audience. It would just be all of us in the crowd taking turns to be on stage. It's basically what I'm suggesting is like some karaoke, but it's instead of singing songs, we're just taking it in turns to do a bit. You'll never commit to 30 dates with Cutter. I don't think we'd sell 30 dates. I think we'd be lucky to sell one. Taff is the fluffer. Hey, look, if anyone's fluffy, it's Fluffy Pink Blonde. Fluffy Pink Blonde has to be the fluffer. So sorry, Fluffy Pink Blonde. Fucking ragging on Cutter. The gig finished. Hello, Mushy. The gig finished. And I was like, we've got to have like a big photo here. There's got to be a couch chair on the side of the stage. It's like, there's got to be a big photo here. I knew people were going to have to leave. So I was like, I can't arrange this. Because one, I'm not popular enough. Because if I try and get people together, people like Florence Lucy are going to be like, I don't care. Who's this guy telling me what to do? And I'll be going, come on, like everyone come in. Everyone come in for a big picture. Florence Lucy will be going, who's this guy? I don't even know who he is. I've never seen him before. You feel like you're going to get FOMO. So I was like, tell everyone to do a picture. So I was telling Ad to tell everyone. Because I thought Ad'll sort it. It needs someone who like also don't have that. I'm a touch of the les. I've got to know I've got a no trust vibe. They're people are like, oh, this will be a stitch up. This will be a stitch up. So I was like, Ad, get everyone together. Ad was like, I got this. He went, I've got this. I've got this. And so Ad went round sorted everyone, I think, except Fluffy Pink Blonde. I think Fluffy went like out of the room for like.
I'm Ardard and I run the pod Bible.
Fluffy went out of the room for like 5 minutes, and during that time we took the big group pictures. And I'd also like to say, when the first group picture got taken, and I'm gonna show some group pictures now. I'm gonna show some group pictures. But like a lot of people put their hands up. And I angrily shouted, put your fucking hands down. And then someone who was taking the picture, I think this might have been Ad or someone else. Someone shouted, put your hands up, everyone. So I just want to say, I did shout, put your fucking hands down. And then someone shouted, put your hands up.
Hello, I'm Ardard and I run the pod Bible.
Look at this though. Look at this. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through like everyone because I'll get someone wrong or get like, but that's pretty much the entire Twitch crew. There's a couple of stragglers in there. I think some people just jumped in to go like, I mean, Llama was, I made a short joke about Llama at one point, and I got told by Willow, you're better than this. You're better than this. I said, I'm not Willow. Willow, I'm not better than this. Willow told me I was better than that. Look at it. Look at it. It's just wall to wall legends. Like, I can't. I know this is. You love how you can see how happy I was. It's just like so many like happy faces in there. Again, I don't want to point anyone out, but like, everyone just looks like, everyone looks genuinely happy. Everyone just looks genuinely happy. And that's the funny thing. Like, everyone just like was having a fucking great time. It's really fucking nice. I'd look at this picture. This picture makes me genuinely so happy. Like, hey. It just like you look at it and you go like, I just am so like, I feel like I want to cry right now. Like, it was just like such a good night. And it didn't end here. This didn't end here. Because then we get into the bits the pit missed. I can see my eyes watering up. Like, I can see them getting wet. I'm looking at myself now and I'm going like, my eyes are getting moist here. But genuinely, like, and I'll say as well, like, they were little pockets of groups, but there was never a group that was inaccessible. There were obviously people who wanted to see certain people more than they wanted to see everyone else, and that's okay. Like, I really wanted to see Wasps. I was so excited to see Wasps. But like, I would be talking to Wasps, and if someone else came over, they were fucking jumped in and like bundled in with us, like not a problem at all. I know like Walls and Les Dennis and stuff had a whole little like thing going on, but like you could go over there and just like just be welcomed in straight away. Like they were like, some people refused to speak to some people. Hey, Fluffy, are you saying this because of my what I said? Super D, don't worry about it. But yeah, it was so nice. And like seeing people and going, oh shit, that's so and so. Because like I kept making jokes and like this is where we get on to like the Taff apologies. I make jokes sometimes. And I make jokes out of awkwardness. When I refused to speak to you, I didn't refuse to speak to you. I was intimidated by you when I first saw you. And I was like, oh my God, I'm terrified. But I think you'll find that we talked loads today. And I really enjoyed talking to you today. And I talked to you a fair bit last night as well. How am I intimidating? I'm just intimidated by people. I like until I'm like a little like I was just worried about everything. Like I was like David and Emily are talking. Should I like not talk to them because like, you know, they're good friends. Like Ad and Llama and Funkle and Cutter at a table. Like, should I go over there and talk to them? I don't know if I should. Like, oh shit, there's Sparkle and Div have just walked in. Which brings me to what Sparkle said to me at this point as well. I've been building this up. Sparkle came up to me. One of my favorite things that was said to me all night was Sparkle was like, do you know what, Taff? I like you. I like you, Taff. And you can tell I mean that because I'm not even a mod of yours. It's like, are you angling to be a mod here, Sparkle? What's going on? I have a process. I don't just hand out the swords willy-nilly. I just you know. Taft, you know, I like you, and I'm not even a mod. So, okay, I get it, Sparkle. Was that worth the wait, Sparkle? Because it's one of genuinely my favourite things that was said to me all night. But yeah, fucking... I might make this my desktop wallpaper, to be honest. It was just fucking wicked. And like, yeah, a lot of people I talked to said really nice things to me about stuff. Scotland meetup. Scotland has meetups all the time. Fuck off. Let's have a Manchester meetup or something, or like somewhere a bit more south. Scotland, you have Mon in all the time. Fuck off. We're not all coming to Scotland. But even like every time I look on here and like something else makes me smile. You just look at it and you go like fucking... I just look then, right? I'll just look now, right? And I'll tell you something again that makes me laugh. Fucking Funkle's face. Funkle's face. It makes me happy. It just makes me happy seeing like Funkle. I just see him Funkle. I'm like, yeah. Llama, straight away. You've only just looked at Funkle and then you look at Llama and you go, fucking Llama's throwing up the double V's. Wales, are we all going to marry biscuits and we're picking out a comic each that you can take home? Funkle has a lovely smile. Funkle, like... Funkle handsome as hell. Funkle's handmade it in as well. Funkle's leaning down there because he knows he's a bit too tall to be in this front position. So he's making sure he's down. He's down a little bit. Because Carla's actually stood on a box here. Scream, absolutely not. He's done Carla a favour. Carla was nearly blocked out of this. So sorry, my arms are in the air. Look, it's not too bad. You've not done too much damage. Funkle smelt the dreams coming true. I mean, I've pointed out Les like in the Discord, but even Les's face here makes me happy because like you can see Les and Walls were having a little moment there. Like you can't quite see Walls, but Les and Walls were having a moment. That just makes me happy. It's just such a fucking happy picture. Funkle, I was just saying nice things about you. We're talking about how handsome you were. Loads of people said really nice things to me about stuff that I immediately dismissed as soon as the conversation was over and said, you've just said that for some reason that I don't understand. John Atfield said really nice things. Humble John said really nice things. Blake Town said really nice things. Walls said really, really nice things. Walls as well. Like there's a trio of like pictures of Walls where I feel like it has to be made into like a GIF. I'm worried about showing too much. Look, this feels like it has to be. Let's switch the window to this. Shit, that's not the one. What's that? Look at that. Walls was lovely. Walls was shorter than I expected. But I thought Walls was going to be stronger. Stronger? Stronger. I'm not I'm doubting Walls' strength. Should we show the pictures? This was me and Funkle. Me and Funkle. Fucking lovely Funkle. Me and VT, who genuinely, right? There was like a good 5 minutes. A good like 5 minutes where Sparkle came up to me about 4 or 5 times and just went, do you know VT Experiments is here? And I was like, really? And I was like, Sparkle was like, you met VT Experiments here? I was like, no. But why are you telling me? Like, and I was like building it up in my head of like, shit, like, and then like other people were coming over and going, do you know VT Experiments is here? I was like, why is everyone like so like, and this is not, I don't want this to sound like I'm disparaging VT Experiments by saying this, but I was like, why is everyone so excited about VT Experiments? And then I met VT. Did I meet anyone with VT? Well, I might have met someone who was with VT, but I don't want to talk about him because they don't chat. So we'll brush over that. They chat in Cudder's streams when Cudder's playing Gartic and not when Cudder's there. You were going to tell VT how much you love their hair? They do in your stream only when you're not there though, Cudder. I'll load Gartic up right now. Doesn't matter, still counts. Hello there, Caprizo. But yeah, people kept coming up to me going, do you know? I was like, I had a little spell where I was like, I need to get selfies with some people. I didn't get enough. This was the picture that Pip mentioned of me and Pip. I sent this in the group with a couple of our mutual friends and put, I've just run into Pip in a bar in Tenerife. And they were very excited about it. had me and Beth. I think I'm gonna only show one of these, but this is that I was like this is that's I look like Beth's older brother that's gonna beat you up if you mess with her. That's what I look like here. Like, I'm Beth's older brother, and I just want to know that you've got honourable intentions with me sister. You watch it. I can't believe I didn't get a picture of you, John. I didn't get enough. Okay, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And look who's creeping. Look who's creeping. Look, someone's creeping. So we got him in the picture. We got him in the picture. That is my little suckle boy. I met a fan. I don't like meeting fans. I had to disinfect my hands and stuff afterwards. Hello. Cutter, Max here. I've got a proper Mac comment. So nice to meet a fan. And then it was nice for me to meet someone who I was a big fan of. Massive fan of obviously Roscoe Bears. You can see in this one, look at the joy in my face. And you'll notice as well, like I had a conversation with Beth when we were walking back to the train. And we were holding hands as we were walking up the thing, and I was like, "Oh, I've been the underhand here. I shouldn't be the underhand. I should be the overhand because I'm the dom." And yet you look at mine and Wasp's handshake, and I've got underhand with Wasps. So I'm obviously I was obviously willing to be the sub in this relationship. Wasp's also with a little BigTaffMan badge. BigTaffMan badge. There's still a bunch available. I bought some just in case people wanted them. Then I felt like I was forcing them on people. And then I got some pictures the next day. We'll talk more about the evening in a sec. We'll talk about what happened after Pip went. Look. Man. Fucking Fluffy. I love Fluffy. I absolutely love Fluffy. I love Fluffy. I've told Fluffy so many times I wanna just watch like a reality show where it's just Fluffy going around doing stuff. But then it started to get like a bit weird when I started to say it. So there's another Taff apology here. I said that Fluffy was trying to persuade me to buy a house and rent it to them. And I said only if I can put all cameras in there and watch it like Big Brother. And then I was like, no, I don't mean like when Ad was watching Big Brother and he was watching all the people getting naked and stuff. Not like that, Fluffy. Fluffy was like, you can do it, but no cameras in the toilets. And I was like, no, just all cameras in the toilets. We got shouted at by a guy walking past. When that guy shouted at us when he walked past, and then John shouted back at him, I was, oh God, that was the moment where I just fell in love a little bit with John Hatfield Art. I just want to put it out there. I fell in love a little bit with John Hatfield Art when John shouted back at the guy. Anyone who wasn't there will not know what I'm talking about, but some guy walked past us all and was a bit of a twat. Willow. I really wanted to get a picture with Willow. I loved I loved seeing Willow. I was so excited to see Willow. And then for some reason, like, I tried to get a picture with Ad, and we don't seem to have been able to get a picture properly together. Like, look at all these pictures. They're just rubbish. Even this one. They're all rubbish. And then luckily, Fluffy comes over. And Fluffy just makes it like... Look at... How come me and Ad have looked... we've only looked all right when Fluffy has got in. The fucking Fluffy. Absolutely love. Love. A clip where Carla got it taken down. KT. But like Fluffy comes in. So yeah, anyway. we the gig finished. Pip did a round again. A nice chat with Pip again. It was nice. Like I think with Pip, I was like, I'll definitely see Pip again for some reason. I was like, no, Pip didn't buy a round. Pip did a round. I was like, I'll definitely see Pip again. I don't know why out of everyone. I think because I know people who know Pip. I was like, I'll probably bump into Pip at all. So I was like, I don't really want to like. I'd have loved to talk to Pip more. Like, there's so much that like I've wanted to like just have a little conversation with Pip about, but I was like, it's not the place to like just have a chat to Pip. So I was like, I just don't want to take up too much of Pip's time. Whereas like everyone else, I was like, I don't know if I'll see him again. I might get cancelled after tonight. I might get cancelled after I do a stream tomorrow where I do impressions of everybody. So better be careful. There's never a point where he wasn't deep in conversation with someone. It was just like afterwards was just really fucking nice again. At one point, like I think like I got a couple of drinks for people. I knew I wanted to like get drinks for people. I was a bit conscious. I know sometimes like people make jokes about me being the money man, and I talked to a couple of people about this. I'm not really as much of the money man as people think that I am. I told people a bit more about like stuff than I probably should have, but we're not really like, we're well off, but we're not as rich as the other people who live on this street, and it's a weird thing. But yeah. And then I realized I was sat in the middle of everyone, and like everyone had sat in a circle, and I was sat in the middle, and I was like, oh shit, like I feel really awkward now because I don't know where to look. And then that's when I got into a conversation with Florence Lucy. And I didn't know who Florence was. Not really a name that I've come across often. Not someone that stood out for me in people's chats, to be honest. And Florence told me that they didn't follow me. And I took it too far. I started talking about the fact that Florence didn't follow me for way too long. And I can't stress this enough. If you don't want to follow someone, then it's okay. If you've come in the raid and you followed me because you were like, oh, I'll follow because of the raid, and you don't want to follow now, or if you just don't enjoy anything, like, it's okay. But like, no, Florence, I'm apologizing now because I take stuff like this too far. And Florence kept going, oh yeah, you're too big though. And I was going, I'm too big? You keep telling me how you follow Ad. Ad gets like 70 people watching him. I get like 20. Sometimes like less. I'm not too big. I've just got lots of followers because people follow me from... People follow just to see their name come on the screen, and then they don't ever watch. But yeah, it became a thing then. And then it became a thing that I made too many jokes about. Fuck you, Booch Daddy. Fuck you, Booch Daddy. That didn't come up. That didn't come up. So Florence made a good point, too much DVD. Right, okay, we're back home now. We can do this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've been streaming lately. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at these recent streams. You know, just now, Taff, when you were saying that you took the bit too far. Well, you're now like continuing the bit. You're now doing the bit again, and you just said that you took the bit too far. Now you're doing the bit even more. No DBD, no DBD, no DBD, no. Oh, DBD. Oh no, shit. That's clips. If I had to say, if you forced me to say, if you said you were going to kill me, Florence. Yeah, no, goosey guess. Just chatting. Goosey guess. This one was a DBD stream. Look at this. This is me doing Just Dance. It's me doing Just Dance, Florence. I haven't even played Goosey Guess today. I promised Goosey Guess. PUBG. I think there was some DBD in there. Nope. Stardew. Board games. That actually was a really good stream, Sunday stream. I've put a YouTube video up on the YouTube page of we did a board game that's like a kind of mystery game. It's the Detective Society. It's like a mystery game in a box, and we did the first part of it, and it was really, really interesting to like to like try doing something different. Taff fights to the death for every follow. No, I'm gonna make myself sound like a dick. This means a lot to me. Like, all this. Like, I think this probably means, like, too much to me. But, like, streaming is, like, what I... Like, this is my job. So, for anyone who doesn't know, I don't do anything else. I'm retired. This is all I do. And every penny the stream makes goes to charity. So, this is the only thing I really have to judge myself on. Like, my kid is going around beating up other kids with a rock. I'm not doing good in the father. There were 458 of us. That's the way it goes, Funkle. You divide it up into quarters, and then you... yeah, I do take this way too seriously. And I know that I take this too seriously. And I do joke about it a lot. And sometimes the jokes are a little bit real. There's sometimes a moment of truth, but I don't really care enough, like, to... Like, I don't want someone to watch out of an obligation, or someone to follow out of an obligation, or to, like, feel like they have to raid me. Like, I hope that these are good, these streams. And if they're not, that's okay. And if they're good, but they're not your vibe, that's all right. But, yeah. But I did joke too much with Florence, and I do apologize for that. And, yeah. But we got the follow today. And then we, then I recognized Carla. That was the moment where I recognized Carla. I was like, fuck! I was like, excuse me, Carla. Can I just ask, are you Carla? And I think I literally did say, are you Carla? Did think you were a snobby cunt till we spoke, though. can't believe that. Wow. There's no joke bands here, so you're lucky, Fluffy. No, like, I saw Carla, and I was like, I saw Carla. I don't know how, because Carla's so small. Carla was talking to Adam Lama, and I was like, oh shit, like, and I was like, I need to check. Is that Carla? Who's is so much more to us than just has got Carla, who has got so many more defining features than that they once worked for Twitch. They've got so much more
What's
to
up,
them,
guys? It's time to do a rhyme.
than us to always mention Carla worked for Twitch once. I'm starting the no more Carla from Twitch movement of it's now Carla, not Carla Shots, because it was also this point of the evening. I was very excited to talk to Carla, and I wanted to talk to Carla as well. And Carla had a dig at me. Carla also had a dig at me. Carla mentioned that they'd sent me some stuff that there had been. Carla had a dig at me. Get ready for some fire bars. Not right now. Then for some reason, I thought that I could. I thought I need to get some shots in here. Who can I get to take the hit for me? I thought, you know what? I know Sparkle Muffin is already making a move for a sword here tonight. Sparkle Muffin's making a move for a sword. So what I should do is say to Sparkle, shots with Sparkle. I have to do that for the last show stream. I do. And I talked to somebody about that as well. Katie.
Oh my god, Taff,
thank you.
look! This person just subbed!
Thank you, Katie. Mushy, thank you. See you later. And I just wanted shots. I thought, oh, I'll have a shot with Sparkle. This will be great. And then Sparkle got like 10 shots. I said to several people throughout the rest of the night, I need to find out how much that cost Sparkle, and I need to try and make sure I get the money to Sparkle for that. Because that was a lot of shots in London. It was also the moment
Mustang seller!
it was 11. It was 11 because somebody, I'm not saying who, somebody who's quite fussy with who they follow on Twitter and who doesn't like watching people play DBD, even though they don't play DBD that much, said that they wouldn't drink Sambuca, that they wanted a tequila. So that person, whoever they were, made Sparkle get tequila instead. I don't know who it was. But there was a picture. Oh, fuck. There was a picture of the shot taken going down, and I fucking love seeing that. Oh, look at this for a picture, by the way. Look at this for a picture. I remember.
My little suckle boy.
I remember this one being taken, right? And I remember there was a. I don't quite understand why. But there was a comment made of that, like, it had to be the four of us. And I can't quite remember why it had to be the four of us. Any more access? If I do an impression of Sparkle Muffin, I'll be in trouble. But there was a comment of that it had to be the four of us in the picture, and it was really nice. Hello, Rayox. Hello, SCF. But yeah, like, this was fucking. I love this picture as well. But there's a picture of the the shots being taken. I have to find this now. But look at that for a gang. That'd be a team you wouldn't mess with, isn't it? But I think add. There you go. Free call, I posted it. But look at this. There's so much going on in this. Look at Llama's lovely little action. Me, I'm just. Funkle is a distinct. Funkle has got the good like. Is Funkle doing like? Is Funkle doing like this with his hand? Was he doing the shot class? He's doing the Star Wars hand. John Atfield Art. Look at Florence. Florence, you couldn't even tell that it was a GIF with Florence. But look at that. Look at that. Wait, I've just noticed Willow just sat there smiling throughout the whole thing, just being like, "I'm going in the picture here. I haven't even got a shot. I've scammed this." Florence still hasn't moved. You can keep watching, but Florence is not going to move. This is John Atfield Art. You brought everyone over because you didn't want to move. No, I think what it was is the ad said to get a picture of the people doing the shot, and then I was like, well, there's more people doing shots over here, so we should do the picture here. I'm just covering. Why am I covering myself? This is not the shots I saw. So then there were more shots. I went to the bar, and Cutter was at the bar, and I was like, Cutter, do you want to do some shots? Because I knew Cutter hadn't been in the shots earlier. So I was like, Cutter, want to do some shots? And Cutter was like, yeah, well, I'll do some shots. So I was like, Cutter, it's like, no, wait there. Sorry, I said, Cutter, do you want to do some shots? And Cutter said, yes. So I said, Cutter, we're gonna what shots are we gonna do? You decide, Cutter. You pick what shots we do, because bear with me. It's when he does this. It says bear with me. And he orders tequila. And I was like, if we're doing shots, we've got to do shots with Sparkle. And Cutter just went, okay. Cutter didn't even question it, that we had to do shots with Sparkle. And I went, Sparkle, come over. And Sparkle came over, and I was like, we're doing shots. We're doing tequila. And Sparkle went, Dan doesn't really drink tequila. And I said, that's okay, Sparkle. We can just do shots on our own. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry, Div. I'm sorry, Div. And so Cutter orders his things. Cutter was also ordering a lychee martini. And the guy told him that they weren't doing 2 for $12 anymore, but Cutter still ordered a lychee martini. So the guy's taking ages to do it. Cutter gets distracted by someone talking to him. I ordered myself a cider without Cutter even realizing. And I was like, I can get a cider as well, yeah, Cutter, and he won't even know. And then Blaketown comes behind me And I'm like, Blaketown, do you want a drink? Blake, I don't think Blaketown realizes this, but when I was saying, Blaketown, do you want a drink? I was going to order Blaketown a drink from Cudder. I was just thinking, how many drinks can I get ordered on Cudder's thing without Cudder realizing? And then Cudder just absentmindedly, probably with the company credit card. I'm on a work trip. Blaketown said no, he'd get it himself. And so then the guy comes over and he puts the thing in and Cudder still hasn't turned round. So I just went, not a drink for me, obviously. Hey, look. I scanned my card and then like the guy went, serve Blaketown. So we're sorting out all the drinks and then Cudder turns around and is like to the guy, I need to pay for these. And the guy's like, no, it's good. And he's like, Cudder's like, no, I need to pay. And I'm going, Cudder, I paid for him. The guy's going, you don't need to pay. And Cudder's going, no, I need to pay for all these. Cudder's like getting into an argument with the guy. It's like Cudder was going, you're stolen me Lucky Charms. So Cudder like I paid for the drinks and then so while Cudder's arguing with the guy finishes serving Blaketown and like I'm stood like the like Blaketown's behind me and like then there's the pumps in front of me, so the guy has to like slide the thing past me to get to Blaketown, and as he does it I just like slap my thing on it. I'm like, fucking Blaketown, I've sorted your drink as well. So Blaketown owes me now. So now I've created a circle of people who owe me. I'm like, yeah, just say nice things about me. And Blaketown said some really nice things about me. So that obviously paid off for me. So so then we did the tequila. Right? Hold up. Let's talk about how Sparkle Muffin told us to do the tequila. Sparkle, right? For a start, they didn't even give us salt. They just gave us lime and tequila, right? And I was like, I'm not sure what's the right way to do this. And Sparkle goes, is it lime first? Sparkle went lime first. I thought it was lime last. It's lime last, isn't it? Because I thought it was salt, tequila, lime. Yeah. So, oh no, but wait there. Blaketown's saying that, no, lime first is what I saw them tell you to do lime first. Yeah. Sparkle was going, it's lime first. And I'm going, I don't think it is. And Cudder's going, oh, I'm so confused. And so yeah, Sparkle does the lime first and then the tequila, and I don't know what's happening here. So I did it the proper way round, and then I think Cudder copied me and was like, that makes sense. And yeah, so at this point, right, it was coming to the end of the thing. This is the point where I think Sparkle went and sat outside and was sat on a bench. And I went outside with Ad for something. I was with Ad. We went outside and Ad was like, I really want to take a picture of Sparkle, but I know I know she'll tell me off. I think it was Ad who said that. It might not have been Ad. It might... Look at poor Sparkle there. Sparkle's just on a bench like this. It really did. Yeah, see? I think it was about the time that we got kicked out as well. Cudder has another cocktail. Cudder was on the Aperol Spritz. I do not know why Cutter was on Aperol Spritz. There was a whole bit where Cutter was like, we were like, what is that drink like? And he was like, it's really dry. And we were like, well, why did you get it? And he said, because I was thirsty. And we were like, you're thirsty and you've got the driest drink there is. It was 2 for $12, but it was only you could get the same two. Oh, it was just so funny. And then Cutter walks out and the guy's like, you can't take that out of the thing. And so Cutter's like, but they just gave it to me. And the guy's like, and then I think Llama was like trying to like help out, and Llama was like, is there not like a cup round here that we... Llama just picks up a random cup from the table, and then Cutter pours most of his drink on the floor and about half of it into the cup. And I could just hear him apologizing to the... And at this point, you could tell that the guys were like, we don't care at this point. So we go out and we're like, what the fuck are we doing now? And I'm like, we've got no plan here. People kept saying karaoke, but I was like, I really looked into karaoke. There's no way to do karaoke. It's a Monday. It's really tough. Even I drank some of that and it was a random cup. It was just a cup that got picked up off the table. There were suggestions about getting a bus. I will admit, I pulled out the I don't get on buses card, which I think Ad was with me. Ad's a bus boy. I'm not. Don't let me disparage Ad. I was like, I'd get an Uber. I was happy to get an Uber with me. I think Ad was thinking about his 5-star rating when he said about the bus. We should have gone to Shapes. Yeah. We'll talk about Uber ratings in a bit. Ad's got a firm 5 at the moment, but he's not a massive Uber user. We all stand outside. You honestly don't remember this happening? It was just a random cup off the table. I swear. I was pretty pissed. I was actually worried when everyone was saying like, oh, Cutter was really pissed. Everyone was making a big thing about Cutter being pissed. I was like, I'm really glad no one said about how pissed I was. So we come out. There were two random guys, or like a group of 3 random guys who were obviously big Dolan fans, who like I think had talked to Dolan a lot in the night as well, who were like trying to give us advice of where to go. And they started recommending this like rock club. And I was like, I was stood there listening to it and I was like, I don't really want to go to a rock club. Just all I want to dance to now is a bit of cheese. I'd really take like, if they said like there's a Pop World or something like that, I'll just go to Pop World. I'll be loving it. Like somewhere that's just playing a bit of cheesy pop, a bit of 90s, bit of the early 2000s. And I know that's probably not for everybody, but there were a fair few people in their 40s there. We could have been getting down to a bit of Backstreet Boys. You've called me from Pop World. I've called you from Pop World. No. So I was like, oh yeah. So these guys start recommending this shit. And then Ad for some reason starts going, we could go and stand in a park and we could order alcohol to come to the park. I don't know what the fuck that was about. For some reason, that becomes the big idea. Ad starts looking on a map, right? Ad starts looking on Google Maps and goes, there's a park up there. We can go up there. We can go to the park and we can go there. And I'm stood there thinking, we're just in Hackney and just going to a random park that none of us know anything about. I'm not judging Hackney at all. I don't know anything about Hackney. But in most places, I wouldn't just go to a random park. There were loads of us still. Yeah, but there were probably going to be like bits of like people going off. And I was like, I don't know about this. We started to walk. And then Damela said they were going. So I ran back to say bye to Domella. I think Ad ran back as well. We were saying bye to Domella. I was giving Domella a hug and stuff. Fucking top tier hugs from Domella. Fucking beautiful. I got stuck with Domella because like the random guys were talking, and I was like, I just want to make sure everything's all right. And then I ran back across, and I'd already lost everyone. I saw Sparkle and Dan coming out of a shop called Perfect Chicken, which had been suggested as a place we could all get food, but it immediately got shot down by Llama. What time was this? This was when we came out, so about 1-ish. 1-ish. Perfect Chicken. I see them coming out of Perfect Chicken. At this point, I love Sparkle. I love Sparkle. Sparkle looked wrecked. I was like, so I went to talk to Sparkle and I was like, are you guys going to be all right? And Div was like, we're going back to the room. And I was like, fucking love you both. So nice to see you. I'll see you later. And as I turned round, the group of 3 people who were big B Dolan fans had like walked around the way that I'd gone as well, and had stopped, and we're all stood together, and we're all going, where did they all go? I usually make folks sign an NDA. Sign an NDA. I won't say anything. This is all public. Information. And these 3 guys are like stood, and they're going, where did they all go? And they're going, oh, I don't know. And then they were like, I could hear them going, this guy was with them. Maybe we follow him now, and then we see where he goes. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Am I going to be the guy who like leads the randomers to like the big group? And so they turn around, they go, oh, where did everyone go? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. And so I just walk past them and like then break into a little bit of a like speed walking to get away from them. And then as I walk around the corner, I see you all. And so I was like, oh, fuck. So I like proper speed walked up then. And Llama was sat on a thing. And I think that's the only time that I properly talked to Llama. And I was like, you having a good night, Llama? And Llama said... Llama said, yeah. So that was the only time I really talked to Llama. and yeah. And then I suddenly hear Ad going, I'm just going to walk up there and have a look what's up there. To which I'm like, why are people letting Ad walk off on his own? Like, I maybe it's just me, but like just being in a random park that we don't know at all, I'm like, I don't really want anyone to walk off on their own. Ad just walks off and then comes back and goes, there's logs round the corner. There's logs we can sit on round the corner. I don't know if there was actually logs round the corner. Maybe Ad had like set up an ambush for us all. Right? So Ad's going, there's logs around the corner, and everyone's like stood there going, I don't know about this. This is like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And like, you could feel like that was the point where everything was potentially gonna go like down. No, this was before you announced you were going to McDonald's, because Ad was going, there's logs. Get it up on Street View. That's a good point. Where's the little man? So look, the park's not mapped by the looks of it. Look, there's the venue. This area out here. It was about this point as well that I found out Booch had gone. Booch's party was sat out here, right? So we all came out. This is where Cutter spilled half his drink on the floor. Demella was stood here. I go around the corner. I see Div and Sparkle coming out of here, right? The three guys were stood just here, like as I'm talking to Thing there, and they're going, yeah, look, he was with them. So they go up there, and then I get to this corner, and I see they've gone up there. This looks. They walked up there. This is not all fenced off now. But yeah, they'd walked up this way into the park. That'll be the cemetery. So it was... A dad found a big thing of logs that were like part of the cemetery. So yeah. And at this point... yeah, it wasn't fenced off now, but I think it's just fenced off here. It wasn't fenced off when we went up there. Or it may have been the path there. It might have been up there that you went. We disregarding that person had Which person had no legs? Missed it. But yeah, we went up there, and then Ad was going, there's logs around there. There's logs, we can go and sit on the logs. And then Llama just went, fuck this, I'm going for a McDonald's. Fuck this, I'm going for a McDonald's. Oh, fucking right, man. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going with Llama. Because I was like, the thing is, you don't want someone to go off on their own and potentially be beaten up. So it was probably best that I was with Llama in case I got attacked. The Llama would be there to protect me, was what I was thinking. So Llama was like, fucking going to McDonald's, mate. Fucking right. Fucking going to McDonald's. Gonna eat a McPlant. Like to see what you fucking do about that, mate. And so we go into McDonald's. It was a fucking mess. They weren't good. Llama's a scouse mank. Fucking. Where are you seeing no legs? This person. It's like listening to a mirror. So we go to McDonald's, right? And immediately, I'm like, right, get my order in early, right? Get my order in early. Get a good spot, right? And then hold that spot because you want to be in a good bunch, right? So I'm looking around and I'm like, right, I've got on this table. Llama's there. Bee's sat next to Llama. Cudder's come and sat there as well. Oh, I think it was Bee, Cudder, Llama. Then was Cudder in the middle of Bee and Llama. I had, I think, John next to me. I think Willow on this side. I think that's. I was like, this is fucking good table, good solid table I've got here, right? And then they're calling the orders, and I'd ordered Funkle a burger as well. Funkle didn't realize that a cheeseburger, you could have a double cheeseburger or you could have a treble cheeseburger. Came back past that spot at 12:50 to get the tube home. Wait, where did you go, Carla? Where did you go? You went somewhere to have... Did Carla go to another pie? So Funkle was like, I can have a double. And I can have a triple. And I was like, you can have a double with bacon. And Funkle was like, I'll try a double with bacon. Bought Funkle his thing. So he owes me. So Carla's gone to another party. Did anyone get an invite to Carla's second party? So I'm like, right, I've got a good spot here. Right, I hear them calling out numbers, and Llama goes up, and Llama was just before me, and then Llama comes back, and so I'm like, oh, Llama's got like, Llama's got their order, and when Llama went up, Cutter had held the spot next to Cutter for Llama, so I was like, oh, this is quite good. So I go up, and it takes ages for my food. Like everyone else keeps getting called before me, and then mine gets called. Go back to the table. If you hear the story of the 3 little bears, I came back home and someone was sleeping in my bed. Laura the Jungle. What was my number? 35. 35. I have to sit right on the end of the table. Right? I've lost my prime middle spot that I'm like in the middle of like the table. I've got one person to my left, I've got 2 people to my right. I'm like perfect spot here. You can get involved. You can get involved on the left. You can get involved on the right. You can get involved opposite. You've got this perfect spot. I ended up on the end. And not even the end. That 33. 30, I can't even say that. I didn't even end up on the end where John Atfield was. John didn't hold my place. Was it Blaketown who stole my spot? I don't even remember who it was at this point. Was it Blaketown who stole it? So I end up on the end of the table. I look round. Fluffy pink blonde is there. I'm like, this is shit. This is shit. I've ended up at the shit end now. No offense, Fluffy. I throw Funkle his burger. He's too busy paying attention to Fluffy and their strawberry lemonade refresher drink thing. Doesn't even care. He's eating his burger. I'm having my 6 nuggets. So I decide I've got to do something about this. I have a look round. Is there any other spots that I can maybe, step up a little bit, get myself more involved? I spot Ad with Les Dennis. And who else was sat at that table? It was Ad, Les Dennis, and who else? I sit down. Les has got a box. Was it Willow? It was someone who offered me a Super D. It was Super D, and Super D offered me a cheesy thing, and I talked about how I wasn't sure about him. Great bit of banter between me and Super D. I said, "Hey, what's in that bag?" And Super D said, "Well, partner, there be some cheesy bites in there." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I don't really want them. Super D gives one to Les. Right, I look over at Les. Right, at this point, I've just sat down at the table. I see Les has got the thing. Les is going hard on. Oh yeah. Also, can we say Fluffy Pink Blonde's choice of if just having a 1 pack, a 6 nuggets. Fluffy went for the. Has Carla addressed the other party that she went to? Fluffy had sweet and sour sauce, which I think is controversial. Right, I go over to the other table. I'm like, what's the choices of sauces over here? Because I was a barbecue guy. Ad went for sweet curry, which I respect. Yeah. Les, just a barbecue. I with a 20 box, I would have gone for a sweet curry and a barbecue. Les just went barbecue. There was a conversation about how sometimes I like to raw dog my nuggets. I just like no sauce sometimes. Just go wild. One with barbecue and then just a raw dog. Then I at this point I sit down, right? I have a look in Les's box. I go, fucking hell, Les, you got 20 nuggets. And he goes, yeah. And then Les says, you said I've got 20 nuggets. Our survey says it turned out Les only had 17 nuggets left when I sat down. He'd already eaten 3. And I went, Les, there's no way you're eating 20 nuggets. I respect you, Les. I'm the kind of guy who eats 20 nuggets. You're not eating 20 nuggets here today. And Les started going like round the table. He was going, I'd only got 5 nuggets. Yeah, that was a big story as well. Ad was suddenly going round the table and was going, oh, I've only got 5 nuggets. I wanted to do a what's in the box. I was sat there. This was when I was at the end of the table, and this was when I wasn't in prime position, and I didn't feel I could do some of the banter that I was doing. And I really wanted to do a thing where I picked up all my chips, like the packet of the chips, and then I opened my nugget thing, and then just poured my chips into my nuggets thing, and went, Llama, guess how many chips are in there? And that would have gone down a storm. But I couldn't do it because I wasn't in a prime position. There were too many like bags and stuff on the table. Llama would have been like, where's he even pouring this thing into? And it would have been prime Goosey guest content. IRL Goosey. People would have loved that. But I couldn't do it because John Hatfield Art didn't fucking save my seat. So I see Les, he's got 17 nuggets left. He's had 3. He's also got a cheesy nugget in there. I'm like, there's absolutely no chance, Les. If you eat that cheesy nugget and Les, there's no chance, right? I'm sat there, I'm talking to Ad. Les has offered out a nugget. I took one of Les's nuggets. There was one that like had a lot of crispy bits on it, and I went, Les, can I have that one? And I said, you go. He said, you've asked for that nugget? Our survey says, ding! You can have that nugget. I was like, thanks, Les. I had the nugget, so I knew Les only had 16 left. I start talking to Ad about something. We were talking about who we'd had bad experiences with during the night and who we'd had good experiences with during the night. We slagged off some people. Really, Super D was listening in on all of it, and we didn't realize until afterwards like how much we'd been destroying so many people during the night. And then like we were going really, this should have been like a separate bit really for the streamers. We've had to hang around with viewers too much. Like it should have been streamers to like do. Yeah, we're talking about Booch. We were going, Booch comes in like, you know, he's just like put some things in a board and he drops a CD down. Is that really a thing? I sure was, partner. Yeehaw. So we some people are more twitching than us. Yeah, and it should have had like a roped off area where the streamers could have gone for like just a little break from the normalos, the normies, and then we can come out and like, you know, just to come around and go like, it was quite insulting. Ad said that they were making people wear name badges, and he said to me, I saw Wasp was doing that a few weeks ago, and I said, there's no way I'm wearing a name badge. People want to know who I am. They look at this. They know who this is. I don't need a name badge for them to know who this is. My face is my ID. Do you know who I am? I'm ad_ad_ad. And I run the pod Bible. Do you know who I am? Yeah. And then, me and Ad are having this conversation, right? All I can hear is... Hello, I'm Ad and I run the pod Bible. Turn around, Les has got one nugget left. Right? I'm not even joking. Snuffling for truffles! We literally, like, had like a 30-second conversation. Les had polished off 16 nuggets. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Les just wipes his face clean. Goes, another 20, please, garçon. Said there's no table service here, Les. Leaves one, yeah. This is why Taff and I barely spoke and it was a trap. It was impressive. Then I could sense the night was coming to a close. I could sense, like, it felt like it was starting to like slow down, and I thought, do you know what? I don't want to get caught in being out too late. I don't want to be out too late, get too into this. Like, I don't want it to be too much. So I decided I was gonna go off, and I was like, I'll make a move to go off. And as I'm starting to think about this and starting to say like, oh, I'm gonna go off, as I turn round, John Atfield Art gets up out of his seat and goes, I think I'm gonna go now, everyone. And I went, oh, John, I was gonna go as well. We can walk back together. Because I was like, I was also thinking, I don't know what the area's like, and I'm walking on my own. I'll be like a bit worried. John gets up. He's like, I'm going. I'm like, this is fucking perfect, because I can now say bye to everyone, and go with John. So John gets up and he's like, I'm going. So I give John a hug, and then I start saying my goodbyes to everybody.
What a lovely subscription. I wonder if they would like to play Taff's High or Low.
We've paused high or low for this. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Mac. So I start saying bye to people. We do the picture, which I don't know why this makes me laugh so much, but
Mustang seller!
Genuinely, like, I think just one of my favorite pictures. In fact, like, look, this was the Carla. You must have seen this. This was the bit of the field that we were just sat by a random thing. This was Florence and Franco. Someone said, Cudder B and Taff, you should get a picture together. And Cudder was like, Llama should be in it, and just started grabbing at Llama.
Has entered the arena.
I don't know why Cudder was just grabbing at Llama, trying to get Llama to be in the picture. This could have been a really nice picture, look, the three of us. What were they saying to each other? I think the people that we didn't know were stood behind whoever was taking the picture, and I think Florence was getting annoyed by him. Either that, or I was stood there, and I was going, Florence, why didn't you follow me? Please. Please, why didn't you follow me? And Florence was going, I'm sorry, Christopher. I will not be following you. You're too big and important for me to follow. And I was like, Florence, please, I just want you to follow me, please. I'd rather not follow you, you despicable little man. And then Florence spat at me. And then Funkle said, yeah, I think you'll... Wait there.
Ooh, oh, oh. Chicka.
And then Funkle said, and then Funkle said, I think you'll actually find that his name was Mr. Spock, not Dr. Spock. He actually didn't have a PhD. And if you watch all the episodes, they didn't actually at any point say, beam me up, Scotty. So your joke was actually inaccurate. You it's a very good phone call. And then my favorite picture of the night. I can't look at this picture again. I just find this picture really funny because for some reason, then it was said we should. This was straight after the other picture. So then Ad was taking the picture. Someone said, Ad, you should be in the picture. So look, Llama, you can see, is actually leaning out to be out of the picture. And someone said, was it B who said? B said, we should all do sad faces. So we all did sad faces. And then B said, look sad. So we all look sad. I was proper, like, I began to feel sad. I don't know what Ad is doing. Cudder's pulled the bottom lip out, and B's just like that. And then Cudder looks at it, and he's like, B, you're not even sad. But he was so annoyed. He was so annoyed. He was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? So I said bye to everyone. And I turned and I go, Where's John? Where's John? John's gone. John's gone. John Hatfield Art had left the building. Ditched me. Apparently, as he was going out the room, John said something like, well, he thinks he won't give away my. I said I'd give him one of my fantastic pieces of artwork, and he hasn't even got the decency to run the competition. And he said he'd do. Well, fuck it, he can walk home on his own then. That's what someone said they heard as they were leaving. It was a 20-minute exit by you. I did do a lot because I said I have to get. I made a joke about needing to get I needed to make my exit a thing, and I think I did make my exit a thing. I had to. I didn't want to be like, in the exit later where everyone just kind of drifts off. I wanted it to go like, oh yeah. So if someone had come back and gone, oh, where's Taff gone? Everyone would have gone, yeah, Taff's gone. I explained fully what the plan was, John. Because I'm upfront about it. I explained it was that because I was like, it looks like this. It looks like I'm doing this. So now it'll be funny if I tell John that that's what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing, but it'll be funny now if I tell John. But now I've told John like that. Now it looks like that's what I'm doing. But no, because people will understand that I'm doing it as a bit. But it's not. But then the bit, is it a bit on a bit? On a bit? So yeah. So then I walked back to the hotel. I was terrified the whole way. Because I was like, what if there was like a bit where there was a bag in a doorway, and I was convinced that there was someone under the bag, and I was walking back and I was terrified. Hello, Will. And I get in the hotel and I go to the reception first because I'm like, I need a drink of water. There was no water in the machine. There was only Diet Coke. Hello, sheep boy. We're talking about last night. So I've gone to the lift to the first floor. I call the lift again. The lift comes down. The second lift comes down. And when I come to the second lift comes down, what do I see when the doors open, walls? A BigTaffMan sticker. Scrumpled up on the floor. The very same one the walls had been wearing was scrumpled up on the floor. And it felt like a good analogy for the night. So I picked it up off the floor because I thought I don't want to get him back that it was me who did it. I took it back to my room and the room was really hot and I had to get the duvet out because there was no duvet on the bed. There was just a sheet because it was really hot. And then I talked about this. I've got no shame about this. I got the duvet out and I scrumpled the duvet up so it was like a person, and then I cuddled the duvet to go to sleep because that's how I like to sleep. I like to cuddle something to sleep. And the weird thing is, when I'm here at home, I don't cuddle my wife to sleep because that would be too hot. Most of the time, I just cuddle. I have two pillows. I'll just cuddle the other pillow, or I'll cuddle the duvet with a sticker on your pillow. I did send Ad a picture very late at night, a picture of the chair next to my bed, and said, there's a cut chair here for you if you need it. But I gave you some good stuffed animals. I think I can show that message. Look. You don't have to leave. And then a lovely picture. Always a chuck chair in my room for you. XOXOXO. 1:49. It's me going to bed. Late night offered to add. Don't tell wasps. But yeah. I went to bed then. I slept awful. What's wrong with tap water? I talked to was it John? Was it John I talked to about this? Or was it Blaketown? Shit, was it Blaketown? Blaketown. I said to Blaketown in the morning, I thought about drinking out of the tap in the thing, but it's that thing of like, I think this is me being older, and a couple of the older people will relate to this, but like, it was always a thing when you were younger in like old houses, you didn't drink out the bathroom tap because the bathroom tap would usually be connected to the water tank. So you didn't drink out of the bathroom tap, be from the dead pigeon tank. There you go. I knew Mary Biscuits would relate. So you didn't want to drink. I still don't. Is that no longer a thing? I don't think it is a thing anymore. I don't think it's a thing anymore at all. I think it's not been a thing for a while. I'm not 100% sure on it, but I just don't really like drinking out of a bathroom tap. Even like when we had the still a thing in houses with water tanks. Replumbed my entire house and I'm still in it. Toilets is still okay, yeah. Not a thing with combi boilers. Yeah, so like when we were upstairs, the streaming room upstairs, I have a fridge that I would have bottled water in for when I wanted water. I don't do it, I don't have a water tank. But when I'm in a hotel, I don't really like drinking out of hotel taps because I'm like, you should have a bottle of water. I woke up in the morning, I was terribly dehydrated. Tory. No, if anything, it's the opposite. Like, God, that's right in me. Because I'm too used to like having like an old house. Kettle. There was a kettle, but I'm not going to drink a tea in the middle of the night. Won't drink tap water. I didn't sit there. I only came up when everyone else had gone there. Carla. Tell us about that fucking hot party you went to, Carla. Why didn't we get invited to the party? Like at least a couple of us. Like your favourites should have got invited. I'm talking Ad and Cutter, aren't I? I wouldn't have got. I would have been down the list. Carla said some nice things about my streams, but it felt forced. Absolutely loved having a kitchen sink. Fluffy, don't you start. So, yeah, I got up pretty early. I went down. I was like, it got to like 9. I think was it about 9, Blaketown, that we met? It was about 9 or 10. I had a shower. I packed up. I was like, I'm gonna head down because I'll just see if anyone's in Costa. So I walked down. I bumped into Blaketown. We went and got some drinks. We sat in the thing. We realised one of my favourite things of the time, that in Costa's there was a room. Reaching your mate's guitar while singing to Dolly Parton's songs very, very dull. You really think that I wouldn't have enjoyed that? I would have absolutely loved that. Can I just point out as well, right? This, right? I saw Pip post this before the gig. Did anyone see this? Where was this? Because I have no clue where this was. Did anyone use this? Pip posted this before the gig, right? Did anyone at all? Pip posted before the gig, I expect this to get a lot of use this evening. It's in the downstairs bar. No, he posted this at 5:18. It's in the downstairs. What, so another downstairs? Wait, it was in the room that we were all in? It was in an area that got made into a backstage area. Right, okay. Carla's gaslighting us here by telling us this in the main bar. And the thing is, all of us were too high on the night to realise that it wasn't in there. Can you imagine if that had been there? Like, that, we would have been all over that as a party. So yeah, I get up in the morning. Blaketown's there. That roped off bit. Oh, sorry, Carla. Did you go behind that? Carla. It was at Carla's after party. Did Pip went to Carla's after party? That's where Pip went. Pip went to Carla's after party. Pencho, hello. Let's just put up the picture. Well, where is it? Just put this picture up while we talk. But yeah. It was sorry, I can't stop sneezing. I keep trying to move away. Can't believe you told me my own father didn't love me. Hey, look. Sorry about that. I don't like sneezing on stream and I feel really bad about it. Super spreader event. Well, look, I'll get in trouble for it. I tested. I was not COVID. So yeah, me and Blaketown hung for a bit. There was a door in Costa that said private, beans only. There was a door that said private, beans only. And I was like, fucking hell, Blaketown, look at this. And I took a picture and then we sent it. And then when Cutter came down, because we saw Cutter, so I said to Cutter, look at this. So Cutter came and had a look, and Cutter saw it, and Cutter was like, I need to get a picture of that, but it looked weird. And I was like, I've already got a picture, I sent it to you. And then it took like about half an hour of us just all stood there talking. And then at one point I just went, oh shit, I've just realized. And Blake Town was like, what? I was like, oh, it says beans only because it's coffee beans. They're saying coffee beans only. I was like, I feel so stupid that I didn't realize that earlier. And Blake Town was like, I didn't realize that either. And then everyone else who was there was like, I didn't realize that either. Nobody had realized that it was a reference to coffee beans. All of us are just fucking stupid. Not a single one of us had realized it was about coffee beans. We just all thought it was beans. We thought it was a Cutter thing. We stood round. I was again like, I'm not popular to be the person who makes a decision here. People kept going like, oh, Les Dennis has got an idea. And then someone was like, oh, Les Dennis's place is like half an hour's walk. Damella's like far away. Fluffy Pink Blonde was going, wait, do you get coffee from beans? Wait, I should have done the impression. No. And then yeah, I got to hang around. I got to hang around a bunch with Fluffy and Willow, and it was really nice. I said to them at one point, it's like I feel like there's a group of, like, as much as I was joking about like you know our streamers and viewers and stuff, like it's all a joke. Like, it was really nice to see everybody. Like, I don't care like whether someone's a streamer or a viewer. It was just like nice to, you knew who the streamers were because you recognize them from seeing their streams. Like, it was so nice that they're like to see, and like genuinely, like when you see people like Willow, Fluffy, Sparkle, Mary Biscuits, Tallulah, Damella, when you see those kind of people in chat, like, you get excited. And it's not just when you get excited when you see them in your own chat. You get excited when you see them in other people's chats, because if you see them in someone else's chats, you're like, oh shit, this is going to be good. Because if they're here, then this is going to be a good stream. Because like, they wouldn't be here if this wasn't good. So like, seeing them elevates like someone else's stream, in my opinion, as well. And like, genuinely, like, I think like I'm okay with like, if they don't want to be in my streams, that's all right. I don't have an issue with it. I again, like, it's fine. But like, yeah, when you see those names, you do get genuinely like, I just speaking for myself, but I'm sure most of the streamers will agree with me, that you get like a little bit excited. And that's why I really like when Sparkle said that they weren't even a mod for me. Because I was like, as stupid as it was and as funny as it was, I was genuinely like, this actually really means a lot to me that like you've said that, because like, I know I've made jokes before where I've gone like, oh, Cudder's modded up Mary Biscuits, that's a great mod because that means you've kind of locked in Mary Biscuits. You've locked in Mary Biscuits as a viewer now, because Mary Biscuits has got to come and watch you because they've got to do mod work. But I'm just joking about that, because like I would never like think that Mary Biscuits just watches Cudder for the mod work. It's like, Mary Biscuits enjoys watching Cudder. And like when Sparkle Muffin said the thing about, oh, I really like you and I'm not even your mod. I was like, that's really fucking sweet to me, because like, it means like a lot to me that like that you watch me and you're not even a mod. Because I would make Sparkle Muffin a mod in like an instant. Llama, Sparkle Muffin, like people like that, like My Biscuits, like, you would make them a mod in a second. Like, they fucking wouldn't have any issue with making any of them a mod. Hooves, you're another one. Like, there's certain people you see in the chat and you go, yes, fucking, like, I trust them with whatever. Like, they can... Les has done, like... Les has come out of this weekend. Les has come out yesterday with a lot of pluses on the Les mark. I said this to Les, and I'll say this again. Someone said to me, and I'm not going to say who it is. If they want to say who they are, that's up to them. But someone said to me, I really wanted to dislike Les Dennis. They said I really wanted to dislike Les Dennis. But he's actually all right. Hey, look, I don't think any of us who were like cautious around Les were like, same with me. I wouldn't have a problem with anyone who like was like, I wouldn't get taff on. It might be careful. Or we've put high low on hold for a second, Khan, because it's become a bit much for the stream. But I got you refunded for the thing the other day. We're gonna work out how to bring a high low back because I want to still do it, but it just became like too difficult to work out where to fit it in with like the stream and stuff. Show us the Les card. I think it's at the back somewhere. I think it came up last time. Which one? There's like 3 Les cards. Is it this one? When I struggled with spelling allegedly. I think it's that one. Is it Les for president? I can't find Les for president. Oh, there it is. I don't think anyone who was like cautious over Les was cautious without valid reasoning. Like I'm extra cautious about who I let on stream because like I don't really like going in like a public Discord chat when I'm streaming because I worry about like people joining randomly. So like, yeah. I'm not saying the Les is definitely going to be let on my stream in the future, but there's a chance. Maybe you'll see some BigTaffLes Tarkov streams over on Les's channel. Who would ever randomly join not realizing you're on stream? Hey, look, exactly. It happens. That's why I just try and do everything like fancy. Yeah. So I knew I wouldn't be popular enough to like organize stuff. So I tried to like message a couple of people that I wanted to nudge to see before I left, but didn't manage to see them. I got to spend a lot of time talking with Fluffy and Willow, and that was amazing because I was really wanting to talk to Willow. Because like, yeah, and I want to talk to Willow more, to be honest. I said to Willow, if you want to be on stream at any point, let me know because I'd love to like. It's hard sometimes. Like I feel sometimes like a lot of the times when I do streams with people, it's because I want to hang out with them a bit more. And like there's so many people I want to hang out with, and then like a stream becomes the excuse to hang out. So is like, I was like, Willow, if you ever want to be on stream, I think I said to Sparkle as well. It's like, Sparkle, if you want to be on stream, just be on stream. Div, I want to stream. I want to play the Monkey Island stuff. So I think I talked to Div. We're gonna, once all the Monkey Island stuff is out, I think I'm gonna do some Monkey Island Sea of Thieves with Div. I don't know whether I'll be over on Div's channel. Hopefully. No, there's Monkey Island stuff in Sea of Thieves. It was really lovely to spend some time. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you more. I wanted to talk to so many people more. I didn't talk to Llama at all. Really. It was only this morning. I love talking to Fluffy. I'd talk to Fluffy for ages. I barely talk to Moobs. I'm just looking at people in the picture now. I barely talk to Moobs and Frolly because I was like, I've hung out with Moobs and Frolly, so I don't have to worry too much about like hanging out with them too much today, because I'll probably see them again. So we'll try and see some of the people. Super D, fucking great to hang out with Super D. I was a bit like, with some people I was like, I think they want to hang out with people other than me, so I don't want to monopolize. I'd have talked to Carla for ages. I stopped myself from saying some stuff to Carla because I was like, oh, that's gonna turn into a conversation, and you've only just like started talking to like Carla here now, and you've just interrupted a conversation that Carla was having with Llama and Ad, so probably not best to start a whole conversation. Fluffy was amazing. Fluffy's great. D-Pad, I barely talked to D-Pad. Delta Me, I barely talked to. Fucking, I didn't talk to John that much. Either John. I had great little bits of conversations. I had little bits of conversations with people. John Atfield said something really nice. Humble John said something that was like, I wanted to give Humble John a big cuddle while staring Florence Lucy right in the eyes. Walls said something really fucking nice at the start of the night. Yeah. It's just nice. Was it that I'll walk back with you? It was just nice. Why don't you marry John? I'm married. I don't have much more to say. Was there any like things anyone wanted to expose? Does anyone want to come on for a brief like exposure of things that other people didn't see? Delta Me, Ad and I are back in November for another gig. I saw that. It's too much for me. I went to the B Dolan gig before it was cool. Well, good news, Pickle B. It's still not cool. Look at all these bloody losers. Look at all these bloody losers. I'll tell you something. I'm going to the B Dolan gig tomorrow. I've gone to 3 B Dolan gigs. All of a sudden, am I a big B Dolan fan? Have I got to rebrand? BigTaffMan? No. Big Dolan fan. BigTaffMan? Big Dolan fan. Season ticket. If only they do the B Dolan nice stage getting the tall people to shuffle. Not gonna happen. I really wanted my wife to come tomorrow. I said to my wife, I'd really love you to see like Dolan, but there's no way we can get a babysitter last minute. Unless anyone wants to come up to our house and stay in the house. Technically, I can say I saw Pip as well. I think Pip's right of like the Pip and B being on stage, being just for the people who were there. It feels like nice. It feels like special. It felt like a moment. It felt like a moment. Forced notification to all good Twitch streamers. Oh no, it's B Dolan. This how was I meant to say, like, right, Llama, just close the stream a sec. Don't let B see this. But how many people were like, fucking hell, this is good? How many people were like, fuck, this is really fucking good. I've not listened to this before and this is really good. Because that's where I was like when I went to Manchester. I mean, I was like, I knew kind of a little bit from watching Pip's thing, but like I've not seen Pip do music stuff much, apart from when Pip's played it on stream. I've not seen B do music stuff much. And I went to support him because I consider B a friend. And I know I've said that in a friend, because I'm like, I consider B a friend. I don't know how, mutual always stuff is. But like if Funkle posted Funkle was doing a gig, I'd be like, I'd be down to go and watch that. Parasocial. It's always the worry. I've worried about that a lot, and I think what was interesting about like this as an event was like it made it not feel like that, because I don't think anyone treated it like that, like in any way. Yeah, hopefully this was interesting. I don't know. I knew this was not gonna. I thought it was gonna be shorter than this. I apologize. I waffled way too much. I've talked too much. We're gonna pull up my own stream now to see who's on the weekend raid. I think Beth's on. We're gonna raid Beth because I fucking love Beth. Not you, Picklebee. We're not raiding you. But yeah, I can't state enough like how much like it was fun to like do all this. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the thing. Can't believe they clashed with Taff. Hey, like Beth's like so Beth's like a totally different like audience. Fucking Beth's in cosplay. Is she dressed as Belle from Beauty and the Beast? Beth, like, to me, like, so I'll tell you about how I met Beth, right? So Beth was a random streamer. So I know like I talk about this, and I know Ad's done it, and it's not always been brilliant, and it's not always brilliant. It's hard sometimes, but like I like to raid randomly sometimes. I like to just raid like a random person, and I raided Beth one day. We were looking for someone to raid. I think one of my mods was helping me because we were looking for someone who was playing a similar game to us, and we raided Beth. And I was like, fucking hell, I actually think that Beth has got amazing energy, is such a cool person. When we met at the gig, that was the first time that me and Beth have ever met, and I loved Beth to bits. Like, I think Beth's amazing. I do also want to say, I know I made a lot of jokes about doing the charity stream about Beth, about Beth simping for Pip. Beth simps for everyone. Beth loves everybody. I love Beth to bits. But yeah, she's gonna say nice things about me, which is not good. But we'll deal with that. But Beth's amazing. So I will always try and take a risk on a random raid sometimes because of people like Beth, and I wouldn't have met Beth without it. So yeah. Thank you, Llama, for the 20 bits. This was the stream. I'll be back Thursday. We won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm gonna go to see Dolan again. I'm also this Saturday. I'm going to Insomnia Gaming Festival. If anyone's going and wants to say hello, let me know. I'll be there on the Saturday. I have a friend who works there.
Oh, a gift sub. And don't forget, the money goes to charity.
Thank you for the anonymous gift. And the money goes to charity. I'll be at Insomnia Gaming Festival. I've got a friend who works there. Just said bye to him. Well, at least you missed like the bit where I was talking about how much I was impressed by B. I was like shocked by how good B was. It's a lie for dramatic effect. We're going to raid Beth. That was the stream. I don't really know how to end this. So we'll end with the catchphrase of the stream. This is the way I end all the streams. If you've never seen an end of stream before. Right, have a great time, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for all the modding. Thank you for the subs, the bits, and everything. And everyone, be good. And if you can't be good, use some bloody protection. I'll see you later. Bye.